hello everyone who are joining this session with me um, through Zoom as well as all the other channels. I think we have people joining from LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. My name is Ashok Veda. I'll be the host for this success story. I'm also lead mentor for Shabeeb from DataMites. Shabeeb has recently transitioned to a data science role, and he has done his certified data scientist course from DataMites. So in this webinar, success story, we are here to learn from his experience and also have any questions. The people who are aspiring to become a data scientist, they can ask and we'll be more than happy to help you and answer your questions. Okay, so with that, we can start our session. Shabeeb, thank you very much for joining us for this success story. I'll start with congratulating you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Okay, so we will start with a quick introduction of yourself. So you can simply tell your academic background, any experience you had before you started pursuing data science. Okay.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shabeeb, and it's a pleasure to be a part of this webinar. I'm from Malappuram district in Kerala. So I hold a degree in mechatronics engineering. So after that, I decided to learn to move into programming set. So I joined DataMites. So currently I am a data scientist in SERPI, where SERPI is a IT counseling and a IT services related company. So
very good. You said you have decided to get into data science during lockdown. Is that correct?
Yes. I completed my degree in lockdown. The time of COVID.
You are a lockdown batch then. There is a bunch of
yes. Yeah.
So we have a bunch of people. You have lockdown babies who are born in the lockdown graduates, lockdown married people. So
yeah. Yeah, due to the lockdown, I couldn't get much knowledge from my degree set. So
no, you did not go to the college properly. Yeah.
It was through online class.
Okay. Good. So when you decided to pursue data science, why did you pursue data science? What motivated you to take data science as a field for your career?
Yeah, at that time of like learning degree also, I am interested in IT jobs. It's like frankly by saying like raise many people IT works. And after the completion of degree, I was like, what to do? I don't have any idea. So me and my friends like searched for many courses. At that time, we have to find like, oh, there's a new emerging technology, data science. So I just searched about that, which is mainly used as Python as the programming language. So earlier also I have an interest in Python. So yeah, me and my friends also learn from DataMites. So they are also working in reputed companies.
Oh, wonderful. That's good to know that more successful people. That's very nice. Yes. So how did it feel now? So you wanted to pursue data science like 2 3 years before. Now you are a data scientist. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's good. Like having a job we are aiming for doing, we are like exploring all the technological fields. Daily we are like studying new things. So it's good. We can improve ourselves.
Very emerging field.
Yes.
I'm really happy for you, and that's very good. Okay, so you decided to get into data science, and obviously, I assume that you don't know anything about data science, nor the Python, nor the statistics, right?
Yes. Earlier, before joining DataMites, I was like a zero knowledge in Python, the data science, all the data science. So after, thanks for you. It's like thanks for DataMites. Like after joining DataMites, I could get to know about data science, Python, and I am working and happy.
I'm very glad. In fact, I should thank you because your success makes me happy. It gives me a purpose to do this kind of activities. Really appreciate that. Let's get into the more information about your learning, because a lot of people joined us to learn from your experience. Especially, I always say this. A lot of people think that data science is a very difficult field and you need to know Python, that even before you start the data science, and you need to have a great communication skills and this and that. But that's not all. That's all actually myth. What you need is a hardworking nature, a learning capabilities, and a passion towards data science itself. And it is proven by Shabeeb over here. That's the point I'm going to highlight throughout our discussion, right? Shabeeb, when you joined, you already told that you have zero knowledge in Python and statistics, and of course, machine learning, right?
Yes,
So when
yes.
you start doing your course with DataMites, we started with Python, isn't it? How long it took for you to learn Python, and how was your experience with that?
Yeah, it's like at that time, like in my opinion, like I consider like the Python is the simplest programming language to learn compared with Java, JavaScript, and many other languages. So the course was easy for me.
Okay. How long it took? It took 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. How long it took for you to be comfortable with Python?
Yeah, it's like 1.5 weeks.
1.5 month, you mean?
Not months. No, to know about Python. There's all we use many data science, data cleaning, all the programming. For all the programming, we use Python. So to know all the language, to all the know all the ideas.
Is it 1.5 month or 1.5 week? You said 1.5 week.
1.5 week.
Well, that's really fast because on average, people take about 3 to 4 weeks, right? You're faster in that.
Yes, yes. Yeah, as I said, like I have friends also joined there one month earlier, so I got help from them also.
Okay. So they are staying with you, they helped you. And how many hours you put in this 1.5 week? I'm quite surprised actually. 1.5 week is, I would say, the record for someone who started with a zero knowledge in Python. How many hours you put per day?
Yeah, it's like I after the classes, I go to my PG. I was staying PG in Bangalore, so I go to there and work really study full time. It's like
Full time. How many hours
yeah,
per day?
I was like 8, 6, yeah, around.
Six to
I
seven
forgot
hours.
number. It's like it's been like more than 6 or 7 months.
6 and 7 hours, right? So that's good. Even that's the reason you are able to do it in 1.5 week. That's very impressive. I assume that you don't have any other activities. You're not going to outside parties, or you don't have a social media addiction, I guess. Are you in
No, I
social?
have, yes, I am in social media. So
But
at
not
that
yet.
time, I just changed all drop off all the other plans. I want
Okay.
to learn all this quickly. So that's right.
Okay, wonderful. So for Shabeeb, it only took 1.5 week for Python, but in general, someone starting from completely zero, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks. That's what I know from the other students, but he's an exception. He's an exception because he put the entire time learning Python, doing nothing else in these 10, 15, 10, 12 days. That's how he made it possible. And Shabeeb, when it comes to, so when we say you learn Python, it's mostly on the essential level, because for data scientists, essential Python is enough. You don't really have to worry about oops, exception handling, threading,
Yes,
all
yes,
that's not required. Only core Python and the packages related to it, like pandas, numpy, scikit-learn. These are the things we really focus on Python, which
yes.
usually takes about few weeks, same as the Shabeeb case. Okay, wonderful. So how was the statistics,
Yeah,
Shabeeb?
statistics like trick all the things statistics. For the mock interview itself, I want to like there's like the central limit theorem, p-value, t-value, many values like that. So it's take little time compared to.
So how many weeks you would say statistics would have
So
taken?
if I say like around week, 3 weeks, like so
3 weeks.
there's many things to learn. Like
Correct. I recommend a book normally written by Alan Bremen. I would have also recommended you. I always recommend this book to whoever is learning statistics. I'm going to just display that book. It's called as Research Methods.
okay.
The reason I don't know if you have read this. Normally, it's not required for data science, but this is an excellent book. I will put it on the Slack. The reason it is excellent book is because it is written in a very simple language. Someone who does not have the background of statistics related, I will put that name somehow. It's just I couldn't find the exact Amazon link for it, but let me just put it here. 1 second. It's called as Research Methods by Alan Bryman and Emma Bell. Okay, so the names of the okay, Bryman, actually the name could be slightly different. You can easily find by searching it. Statistics is one massive field, right? When someone says I have learned statistics in 3 weeks, just remember that we learned the basics of statistics, right? The data types and correlations, central limit theorem, covariance, and all the related things, distributed distributions, and exceptional anomalies. And what else you have learned? Z score. So this only about 10 to 15 concepts we actually needed as a data scientist, which is all more related to data analysis, like exploratory data analysis. Statistics, the major part is into research, hypothesis testing, right? Hypothesis testing is also covered for you, right? Shabeeb, have you learned?
Yes. Hypothesis testing. I learned that.
But only on the base level. You would have learned t-test.
Base level, yes, on the base level. How does it work like that?
Okay. So 3 weeks is what is usually needed for learning statistics as required for data science, right? Which is mostly on the high level statistics, whichever is required. And then we enter into machine learning, which is the third part of your course. How was the machine learning, Shabeeb?
Yeah, machine learning was like interesting. There's many things like supervised, non-supervised, like many machine learnings. So I like machine learning more. So previously also I was interested in machine learning by seeing like it's an emerging technology like machine learning, artificial intelligence. So yeah, for that.
How much time you spent for that, and what are the things you learned? Any guidance?
Things I learned machine learning, there's many algorithms like SVM, linear regression, logistic regressions, and decision tree, random forest, and yeah.
More or less, all of these classic models, the way we implement is same. You just have to need a bit of knowledge about how these algorithms works so that we can fine tune the algorithms better. For your information, ChatGPT can fine tune your algorithm in no time. So you don't have to manually do it anymore. 6 months.
Yeah, currently I'm using ChatGPT also.
Everyone across the world is using ChatGPT for fine tuning. Yes. That's wonderful. So how long it took for you to get a comfortable knowledge on machine learning?
Yeah, the startings like took little time to understand. Like there's like fitting, we are like predicting the values, many things in the, and we are using it in different algorithms. So how is the difference from one algorithm to other algorithm? So it's like come to there, since there's many algorithms to learn. Like I'll say around a month.
No, that's also fast. So usually it takes about 2 months. You seems to be doing everything faster. I think that's because you're spending a lot of time per day, isn't it? More than the average time. That's very good. So I would say you took about 2 weeks for Python, 3 weeks for statistics, and about a month. So about 2.5 months, you are already comfortable doing machine learning models for data science, isn't it?
Yes.
That's really fast. Okay, so apart from that, you would have learned many other things, including deep learning, computer vision, all the other topics in your curriculum, right? So once you finished your phase 2, which is about learning all of this, you entered the phase 3 where you have projects and stuff. What kind of projects you have taken?
Yeah, I took like I don't remember much about like a game prediction. And my project's name like categorizing the lead quality.
Lead
so
quality. Yes. Right. One of our clients, right? So essentially, sales lead quality before it's assigned, you need to find the quality of the lead so that the quality is assigned to more prospective salesperson, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so once you completed this, all the assignments, all the projects, you started applying for jobs. How was the PAT team? How many jobs you have applied through PAT?
Yeah, I applied like I got an interview like more than 6, and after the 7th interview, I got this job in Serpy.
So you used to DataMites.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, after the completion, DataMites provided me many interviews. So, but the issues like after the 3 months, I gone to my native, so I lost all my ties with the studies. So the people who learning, I want to say like you have to learn continuously. So it is a problem. If you lose the touch, we need to some time to regain all the things.
That's a very good suggestion. So once you complete the course, it's better to get into a job without giving any break, because when
Yeah, I just give a break, and it was a bad for me.
it was a mistake. It's a learning.
Yes.
So you came back again, you prepared and revised again, and then you started attending interviews through the
Yes,
paper.
yes.
So you said you attended 6 interviews from DataMites team, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What was the experience? Where were you lacking? Why did you like, why it took 6 interviews for you?
Yeah, it's like, as I said earlier, after completing the 3 months course, I go to my native. So at that time, after the 3 months, we have to do the projects for the 3 months for the projects. So at that time, I just take a gap and lose all my touch with this. And that's why it's like I got in focus on the interviews. So after that, after so many times, I just go back and learn everything again, and after that I'll go to the job.
After that,
So
you started
that's,
attending.
yeah, that's the main reason I lost in all the earlier jobs. I just lose my touch with the knowledge.
You're not prepared for the interviews. That's why you lost earlier.
Yes.
What kind of questions people ask in interviews? Because you have 60 interviews experience, I can ask more things about interview. What kind of questions you get for especially junior data science kinds of role? What kind of questions you get in interview?
Yeah, I got simple questions like create functions in Python, and how is your projects, and how you are playing in data cleansing, data pre-processing, like that.
So how do you clean the data? Bit of questions on Python and functions, and mostly on the projects, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's what I do as well, because it's really tough to evaluate the candidate's caliber asking some conceptual questions, right? Because you might actually know the concept, but may not know the terminology, right? But it's always easy and also effective to interview someone with projects. So that's what most people do. So we basically ask about what are your projects, how did you do the data cleaning on the projects, what was the result, how is your team working, and all of that. Okay.
Yes.
That I think that's how it happened to you. That's very good. So you explained about a project, right?
Yeah.
So
About my client projects.
About your client projects. Okay, wonderful. That you have done it in internship through DataMites.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I think that covers most of these things. Right now, you're already working more than 4 months as data scientist, isn't it?
Currently, I am working like 5 months.
It's 5th month. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good. So how is your data science? You already told it's great. You're learning new things. In fact, it's going to be more new things coming to you because technology is changing super fast. The way you are doing right now might actually change. You're already using ChatGPT. That's a huge advancement.
Yes.
We'll be more moving towards understanding the problem statement, coming up the features, because most of the things, including data aggregation, cleaning, and modeling, can be done automatically with generative AI. And there are tools coming up in the market. Microsoft is releasing a bunch of tools in next few months. So all of these tools will really help you to do a lot of things in automated manner. What really matters for you as a data scientist is the idea of what kind of features affect your model, and brainstorm it and get those data from different databases or different data sources, right? That's where your actual potential comes in. And of course, in the last fine tuning, if something is not working, as a humans, we can always come up with out of box ideas. Machines cannot do it. Machines can only do the things which they have, all right?
Yes.
That's good. So coming back to the experience, your experience part, I think you have covered most areas. I don't see any further questions from my side. I would like to open the channel to outside the people who are participating in this. Please feel free to ask questions. DataMites team, as usual, if you find questions in LinkedIn or YouTube, Facebook, I would request you to copy paste it over here so that we can pick it up from there. Great. So I have a first, that's not a question. It says, congratulations, bro. Should be one of your friend. It's call you bro. Attending the session. Kushi Lal. You know him? No, it just bro is become
I
very.
don't remember.
Okay. I have a question from Saket. My question is how to get the data and which data I will get. Oh, are you asking about while learning? Where did you get data when you're learning from DataMites? When you're practicing, is that the question? Where do you get the data for? You can answer, Shabeeb.
Yeah, I got data from from DataMites. I got many data while learning. They'll give many data frame and they will read the data frame and we will do data cleansing, preparing for the data, and we will get outside data from GitHub and many network. Even if we are searching Google, we'll get many data. So currently I'm working on a visualization where I visualize the text files. So I get from my company.
Client, correct. True. So also when you're doing internship, you got the data from the internship client, wherever you're working for, right? So that's one of the answer which Malvin actually told. That's good. That's correct. Another question from LinkedIn from Satya Shankar. Again, congratulations, bro. The first time I'm looking at two bros. Have done a lot of success stories. Two bros already. Currently, I'm pursuing CDS course at DataMites. Okay, you are a current student in Bangalore. Can you tell me how much is the salary as a fresher? Well, I can give that answer. I mean, I was revealing all the salaries of previous success candidates as well. But there is always a request after the session that don't reveal the salaries. But I can give you the range. It's between 4 to 6 lakhs to start with when you're doing, that's the minimum side of it. We also have freshers started with 8 lakhs, 12 lakhs. You can get all the references from DataMites. Well, the success students we are specifically take it from different region, right? Different region, different domain, freshers, sometime experience. There are only few who are actually successful, right? When you're picking them, we don't really look at the salary to pick up to show that these people got a higher salary, because I don't want to set that expectation at all. I'm not going to tell you that data science is about salary. Of course, at the end of the day, it's career, it's finance, it's money, it's whatever it is, right? That I understand that. But I specifically say data science is a very interesting job. Even if you get a salary around 5 lakhs plus or minus 50,000 in Indian rupees, if you look at US, it's about 40, 45K US dollars per annum. All right. That's a minimum you get, right? But that is good enough, because if you work 1 year as a data scientist, you can be at the industry market rate or even better based on what you learn, right? You could actually double, triple your salaries if you started with a lower salary. So your 1 year investment, like 1 year of your working in the first company, should be mostly focused on the kind of work, not on the salary. But let me also give you a simple answer. If you look at the pay scale and other things, they say about 8 lakhs to 10 lakhs to start with. In reality, it's about 5 to 6 lakhs to start with. If you're average student, if you're excellent, you can even start getting 12, 13 lakhs in Indian terms. In US terms, it's around 40 to 50K US dollars. And then the lower side, 60, 70K US dollars per annum on the higher side, okay? But again, salary shouldn't be your worry to start your career in data science. I have another question. How was the quality of training in DataMites? That's the question for you. Shabeeb.
Okay. Yeah, as I said like earlier, I was also like a zero knowledge in all the programming like SQL, Python, machine learning. So since I learned all this much fast, what about the quality of the training database. So it's good. Even if after completing the 3 months course, even if after taking a break, they provide me many interviews. Like as I said earlier, this was my 7th interview. So all the interviews failed due to my issues only, my reason only. So
yeah.
So the quality of the training is good.
Right. I don't say everyone gets a job. A lot of people ask me, is it 100% guarantee? Just imagine how anyone can give you 100% job guarantee. And I actually, it's becoming more in India that 100% job guarantee, someone says, please don't believe it. Of course, you will eventually land into data science job. It's a matter of time. Some people land into a job in 6 months after they join the course. Some people even before that. I have people in last month, at least 4 or 5 members got into job 4th month of their course, because they started applying early and they are fast learners. Someone like Shabeeb, they worked a little harder. Someone take an year, someone take even more than a year. So it's a matter of time, right? So most people get into the job, but it's a matter of the time. Most important thing about is the learning. So if you are razor focused, spend about 25 to 30 hours a week. That's on the higher side. 20 is the minimum commitment we ask per week, which turns to about 3 to 4 hours a day. All right. If you can focus on the energy on that, I can fairly guarantee you that you will land up into your dream job. Again, I don't talk about the higher salaries, but getting a job or entry to the data science field at least will be not that much challenging for next few years, because the demand is very high. I have a lot of clients who are looking for entry-level data scientists or data engineers for their say, and they're happy to take even if you have a basic knowledge. And that is only because it's very difficult to find a quality resource in the market as of now. Okay. What matters is attitude. As you can see, Shabeeb has a great attitude. You know what you know what you're learning, and we know it's already changing world. Attitude, the learning attitude, as well as a team working nature, is what we really admire when you are looking for a potential colleague. I have a question from Suchi Joshi, Dr. Suchi Joshi from LinkedIn. How much time we have to spend in internship in DataMites? The client projects, internships are the same, or the different things? They are same, Suchi. I mean, Shabeeb can answer. Shabeeb, please.
Yeah, according to the time, I already said you, but you said it will be different according to the paper. So if you want to learn faster, we should drop off all other entertaining things. We should focus on this learning.
Correct. So what the question is, what time for internship? I think it's 3 to 4 months, isn't it?
Yes. The internship time was 3 months.
3 months, right?
3 months project.
Okay. That's the answer for you, Dr. Suchi. And then you have Jain from YouTube, Mr. Jain. And the question is, how do you study in DataMites? How do you study in DataMites? Can explain. I don't know what. It's a very generic question. I think he explained many times. He found it through Google search, and then you can say you can add something. Shabeeb, please.
What is the question? Interesting.
Question
how will I reach?
Question is, how do you study in DataMites?
In DataMites.
I don't know. How do you?
Yeah, in DataMites, like as like normal class, they'll provide many things to learn. They'll clear all our doubts, and as like normal. Yeah,
that's straightforward answer. Thank you. And I have a question from Dinesh Glorin. Question is, do we need to learn new concepts apart from what is being taught in the class in DataMites? Because the job description sometimes has additional skills required. Shabeeb, do you need to know anything apart from what is being taught in the DataMites?
Yeah, no. For the interviews, I learned statistics, machine learning, as I said earlier, machine learning, and Python. So all the questions are from inside the DataMites. I got the job related to that, what I learned. So I don't have any. I didn't learn anything extra.
Straightforward answer. Saket has a question. Ask Shabeeb how to use AI in the client project. How to use, you can explain your work, Shabeeb, if you have any answer, or I can also do it.
Now, currently I'm working on like scripts, and using that scripts, I done visualization and working on annotation also. So the question is.
That's correct. So we essentially do the text visualization annotation, which covers natural language processing. Yeah, I'm writing scripts which will include many functions, which will automatically pre-process and a data cleansing. So after all the code, we only need to give a new text files, and it will automatically data cleansing, data processing. You create an
And another work is data image annotation.
Cool. Melvin has a question: how much potential does this course have in the market? So you don't have to worry about AI taking. Okay, so I'll answer this question. You're talking. There are many courses DataMites provide. We have AI, advanced AI, AI expert, data engineer, data analyst, and also certified data scientist. Certified data scientist is one of the first courses being launched by DataMites in India, and globally we have trained nearly 30 plus. So I think around 33,000 learners have taken up CDS course. It's one of the, I would say, the largest courses in the market globally. Because when you talk about the full-time course, because other courses are mostly e-learning and stuff, these numbers are from the full-time learners, where it is instructor-led training programs. So it's pretty much stabilized as one of the oldest and the largest course in the market. When it comes to AI taking away the job, it's a separate question. As I said, it won't take away our jobs, right? That has to be taken with a pinch of salt, because it does reduce your jobs. Because now Shabeeb can actually use ChatGPT to fine tune, which means normally it takes about 1-2 hours to fine tune. You can do it in 10 minutes, which means he can be more productive. So a 3 people job can be done by 2 or maybe 1 in the future. So the number of jobs reduce. So you could look it as AI taking away some of our jobs, which is true, right? But on contrary, because it is productive, business get a lot of value. So they make value from it, they make money from it, and the number of jobs goes up. So the number of jobs goes up, the productivity also goes up, which slightly reduces. Effectively, I won't see any huge reduction of AI data science jobs in next 3 to 5 years. It's not just me. All of your reports from World Economic Forum, Forbes, McKinsey, all talk about the same thing. The demand is so high, right? So a part of job taken away by the AI will not have a huge impact. So you should be safe from a job perspective when it comes to data science and AI. I have a complete webinar plan for its number. You can check with DataMites when it is planned. You can attend that. Melvin has a question. Also, how much does DataMites have it in the market compared to other? How much does DataMites charge or have? I don't know. Is it a fees? It keeps on changing, Melvin, right? You can check with DataMites. They have offers and stuff. I don't think that's the secret information. You can find it in the website itself. And you can compare in the market yourself. How much is the learning with DataMites if I'm not in India? So there's an anonymous attendee asking, if you're not in India, how will be the learning? Essentially, you are a classroom batch, isn't it, Shabeeb?
Yes, I am a classroom batch.
Okay, but all the previous success stories we have done, at least 3-4 in this month, you could check whoever is that anonymous attendee. They are all from online, right? Classroom has a bit of more engagement because you see the trainer right away, and DataMites have classroom trainings almost all the major cities in India and other places as well. We do conduct in Singapore, we do conduct in US some classes, and also in Europe many places. All right. But having said that, 80% of the learners of DataMites are actually from online. So it should not have much of difference. It's more important is your own dedication in terms of spending how many hours per day. Okay. Amar Sharma has a question, sir. After completion, how many projects can we apply for a job? Okay, that's something Shabeeb can answer. How many projects you need to complete before you apply for a job?
Yeah, I done after the completion of this course. I done like 4 capstone projects and 1 client project. So total 5.
4 learning projects or capstone projects, what we call, and 1 client project as an internship before you start applying for the job, because this is required to even talk about in the interviews. Otherwise, it's just a waste of your potential employer's time. Varma Mahesh has a question. AI kill data scientist? Simple answer, no. Long answer, I have a complete webinar plan for it in coming weeks. Please enroll for it, okay? All right, so that's interesting. Any more questions? Yeah, one question from Nigeria. How do I benefit from internship? All right, so all these internships are also virtual, so you can attend from anywhere in the world. As I said, 80% of the learners for DataMites are actually virtual, so online learners. So you don't have any problem with that. Another question from Nyson Malva. He says, congratulations on your success story, Shabeeb. That's for you.
Thank you.
And question is for me. Ashok, I'm based in Malawi and I'm currently doing CDS. I wanted to find out if you facilitate a reference for placement in my country. I will look into it. I can already say DataMites do not have any explicit connections in Malawi. We are currently developing in US and a part in Europe, Western Europe mostly. Predominantly DataMites have placement direct connections in India, right? And maybe US now. So Malawi, we do not have any connections, but I have a huge network myself as an entrepreneur. So drop me a message in LinkedIn. You can I'll just give my LinkedIn profile. You can type in Ashok Veda, you will be able to get it, right? And I will see if I can connect you with some of the people if I have it in my network. Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you very much for everyone attending. Shabeeb, again, I have to explicitly thank you because many people we have, I would say about 60, 70 people after getting a job, when we approach for success stories, they were busy, all right? Very few people actually take time. And I really appreciate it because it inspires the aspiring students. It's a huge value addition from you. I don't understand why some of our older participants who are very successful, working across the globe, they are busy. They can take 30 minutes time. So I explicitly appreciate the people who take time because your words, your experience actually gives a lot of motivation to the people who are aspiring to your positions. So thank you very much. And I wish you all the best in your career.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So anyway, it's a pleasure to be a part of this webinar. So thanks. I have to say thanks to the DataMites team. They provided me many interviews, even if I just lost my touch with all the learnings. So thanks to all. Thanks to DataMites.
I thank DataMites team as well for the good and great job, I would say, because it gives me a lot of pleasure working with successful students. So thank you, DataMites team and DataMites in general, and everyone attending this this session. I hope this is useful. And if you have any further questions, you can directly reach Shabeeb or me. I can be found on LinkedIn. You can type in Ashok Veda. You should be able to find me, okay? One last question from Suchi, Dr. Suchi. What's the difference between capstone project and live project? Capstone project are learning projects where you already have, it's a full project, but the data is already open source. Live project is actually a client project. Either it is already done by one of our partners or even my own company, Rubik's, or it's a startup idea. So you're doing it, you're basically doing the live project, which adds value to the live business, right? Either a startup idea or a minimal viable product or a client project, right? Either directly working or the finished project you redo it. So that's the difference, Suchi. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.